This is the Air Max 1 by Patta collab, and it's a shoe collab done right. In this video, I'm going to review these shoes and give you all the information that you need and let you know why this shoe has lived up to its hype. I try not to be a hype beast too much, but damn. Ooh, I'm done. When I first got these shoes, I was happy to see that I didn't get scammed. So right off the bat, we can check that box off. They actually all come in this box, but regardless, it's still pretty cool. Some also came with a cool little bracelet. And of course, on some resale sites, those with the bracelets are going for like $50 more than the other pair. And the crazy thing is that getting the bracelet at launch was pretty much at random. And it was at random depending on where you bought it from too. So maybe even if you bought it from that right place, like the sneakers app, then there still was a chance that you didn't get a bracelet. When I first got these shoes, I was kind of scared to wear them, I'm not gonna lie, because I really didn't want to get them dirty at all, and they just sat there for a little while. I am one person to wear the shit out of my shoes. If I got them, if I buy them, I'm wearing them. I don't care what they are or what they're worth, I'm gonna wear them eventually. So naturally, I was getting anxious for an opportunity to wear these bad boys. Not only that, but the weather's been kind of on and off out here lately. About a week later, my girlfriend was like, hey, let's go to Target. And that sounded like a great opportunity to slot these bad boys on and give them a spin without too much worry. I knew the risk of possibly getting stuck in Target for hours with my girlfriend because the chokehold that they have on some women is ridiculous. But the sun was shining, birds were chirping, and I was about to wear these no matter what. My feet was like, put them on, put them on. So I slid them on, and what do you know? They fit true to size. And that's probably for anyone that's thinking about getting these shoes. The toe is really rounded compared to a lot of other Nikes like Air Force Ones and Dunks per se. Dunks are rounded, but they're not necessarily toe shaped in the front. It's just like ovally. These really have that comfort that I've known to grow and love from Air Maxes. It's like that firm yet really comfortable. And basically, in the words of Jim Carrey, like good love. But now I'm really excited to wear these, so of course I make her drive so I can stare at the shoes some more on the way to Target. While looking at the shoes in the car and listening to Pushing P for the 80th time, I noticed the mesh. And mesh isn't new to the Air Max line. Air Max 90s have them, the 97s have some pairs with them. But I pointed out because there's so much on here that it's probably going to prevent creasing, especially in comparison to how it would if it was just leather. So that's mainly why I love a mesh toe box, is because mesh toe box means less creasing. The mesh on these also gives them some breathability so your feet don't get super hot in the shoes, because these are lined with a lot of cotton on the inside and the ankles have a really thick filling in there as well. If you shine a light through the shoes, you can actually see the thinner parts of the shoes where the mesh is. Now don't be worried, because this isn't just straight mesh to your toes. There is a little bit of foam on the inside there, so you're not just rubbing, you know, feet against like this nylon meshy kind of rub. We finally get to our destination, and we're parked in the back of the parking lot kind of people, because don't know how to drive. And while we're walking across this hard, stiff, flat top abyss, I can feel the stiffness of the midsole, so it's going to take a little bit of breaking in, but that insole is doing its job perfectly. I can feel the little bit of extra cushion that it gives to help with the stiffness of the midsole. So walking around with these for a few hours is about to be a breeze. And while we're on the topic of the insole has this little Easter egg, I guess you can call it, where the insole matches the exact pattern of the outsole. Maybe you could use that as a way to tell the reals from the fakes. I'm just saying, it's a good starting place. So we finally get inside Target, and I immediately ask, what do you need from here? And she responds with, just a few things. So at that moment, I knew I done goofed. Game over. We spent the next 2 hours trotting around Target to get just a few things. But luckily, I had these on, so I was good. I was walking around Target like, you see them, you see them. During that entire 2 hours, my feet didn't hurt. I didn't have any problems with comfort issues or my feet feeling like, you know, when you start getting that arch pain in your pads or something, like firm but comfortable. I want to point out the small details of how these are stitched together. I don't know if it's actually a silk that these are closed up with, or if it's a nylon. It feels like silk, but whatever it is, it looks and feels super premium. And it's small details like that that just make me love this shoe even more. Now while I'm sitting there gassing myself up because I'm walking around in these, I sit here and proceed to watch my girlfriend spend $158 on like 10 to 15 items. She spent $158 $200, which is more than this specific pair of shoes retails for at $150. Now, even though that is the retail price, don't expect to pay that anytime soon. These, like a lot of other hype shoes, have been in demand way before they actually release. And these released on October 15th of 2021. They've been out for a while now and they are still holding their prices, so I wouldn't expect prices to start to drop anytime soon. Now, what are those prices, you may be asking? Go ahead and get that Cash App ready, big fella, because prices have been stable around $230 for like the last month. And you cannot buy them in stores anymore. Maybe if you have a Patta location near you, you might be able to squeeze in there and find one, but it's going to be rare and they might be marked up still. And since you can't get them in stores, you're going to be expecting to pay like $250 after taxes, fees, and shipping. And that's depending on your foot size, because some of the bigger sizes like the 12s and 13s have been in like the $350 mark. It really is dependent on your size with these. Now, considering that a lot of the other Patta Air Max collaborations have gone up considerably in price, like the cherries are like $3,000 on resale. So these are a bargain when you look at them like that. Hopefully we get another release sometime soon, or maybe during the summer, and the hype around these goes down a little bit more. I'm about to start working on my waves. I'm about to just get flooded again for the summer. We're gonna get your life jackets ready, because we're about to be flooded, my guy. Now here's a few things that you should know. Stick with me because it's gonna go a little fast. A lot of you probably already know this, but the wavy mud guards, these beautiful things right here, are exclusive to these shoes. Now you're like, oh, Chris, everybody knows that, but everybody's not super into sneakers and stuff like that. So if you don't follow like sneakers a lot, you should know that. These do come in different colorways: Monarch, Rush Maroon, Black, and these are the 4 colorways. The shoe weighs 387 grams. For comparison, my Air Force Ones that I have that are half size down weigh 410 grams. Why is this important? Because some people still use Air Maxes as running shoes. They are not running shoes. These are fairly heavy. After you wear a pair of shoes for a while, they start to feel clunky if they're a little bit heavier shoe. And if I see you running in these, it's on site. The shoes also come with a pair of cream laces that kind of match the tongue and the midsole color. Yeah, I swear I'm not trying to overhype these, but I love these shoes so much. These are not daily wears. If you get these dirty, you're gonna have a bad time. For starters, mesh is just a pain to clean in general. The wave pattern mud guards are nubuck, and nubuck is kind of hard to clean. I mean, clearly it's doable, but it's gonna take some time if you do get these dirty. Pull them out on the nicer days. Also, since these are a really popular shoe, you can be assured that there are fakes out there, there are replicas out there, there are reviews over the fakes and replicas. Just make sure you buy these from a reputable site. Goat, Flight Club, places like that are usually pretty good. I've even heard that the eBay authentication is really good so far. So overall, if you're really into sneakers, go ahead and these are a buy. These are easy buy in my book. If you are just looking for Air Max 1s, then go ahead and just get an original pair of Air Max 1s, because they're gonna be like $100 compared to these being like $250 to $300 right now. If you have just any questions about these or just Air Max 1s in general, go ahead and leave some questions and comments below, and whatever, you know what I was trying to say. And as always, I will see you in the next one.